From the Minnehaha County Auditor's Office to campaign celebrations, we have a team of reporters and photographers working to bring you the latest numbers and live reports throughout the evening. One of those reporters is KELOLAND's Kelly Volk, who is covering the Republican race for governor. Kelly.
Yeah, Tom, I'm at the Hilton Garden Inn in downtown Sioux Falls tonight. This room is pretty much empty right now, but that's expected to change throughout the evening. This is where Governor Kristi Noem will have her watch party as she seeks to be reelected as the Republican candidate for governor. Her Republican challenger is Steve Haugard, an attorney and state lawmaker. I spoke to him on the phone earlier today. His watch party is going to be held at his law office in Sioux Falls. And as you just heard, you still have a few hours to vote in eastern South Dakota if you're in the Mountain Time Zone. 3 more hours to vote. We're going to catch up with you throughout the evening, and we'll bring you those results as they come in. Reporting live in Sioux Falls, Kelly Volk, KELOLAND News.
Well, there are less than 2 hours left in today's primary election for East River voters and less than 3 hours for West River voters. No matter what party you're registered with, you can make a decision today on Amendment C. If passed, this would require 60% of voters to approve a ballot measure that involves changing taxes or spending more than $10 million. KELOLAND's Lauren Solik joins us now with a look at who has been for and against this ballot measure.
Good evening, Tom. Representative John Hanson, a Republican from Dell Rapids, and Senator Lee Schoenbeck, a Republican from Watertown, were the prime sponsors of Amendment C. They say if passed, this measure would make tax increases harder. It would also more closely reflect the 2/3 majority needed in the South Dakota legislature when it comes to any law raising taxes or creating new spending. Opponents of Amendment C include South Dakotans for Fair Elections, as well as the 3 major hospital systems in South Dakota. Opponents say this measure would take the power away from the citizens and have unintended consequences. You can follow along with KELOLAND News both on air and online as the results come in tonight for Amendment C.
Welcome back. It's a busy day all across KELOLAND as voters decide on a number of key races in the South Dakota primary. KELOLAND's Perry Groten is at the Minnehaha County Administration Building with a look at how the election process is going. Perry?
Hey, good evening, Angela. We're here at the Minnehaha County Commission chambers here on the 2nd floor of the County Administration Building that's been converted into an election center for the Auditor's Office. We just saw election workers finishing processing all 4,200 of the absentee ballots cast so far. Of course, they may still have to process whatever absentee ballots that may arrive in the mail yet this afternoon. And of course, the staff cannot submit any of those numbers to the Secretary of State's office until after all of the polls close across South Dakota at 8 o'clock Central Time tonight. So as of right now, there's a little bit of a lull in the action. And of course, that'll be picking up once again in another couple of hours from now when the in-person ballots arrive here at the County Administration Building, and the counting starts ramping up, I should say, throughout the night. And we're going to be here checking on the count and see how it's going. Reporting live from downtown Sioux Falls, I'm Perry Groten, KELOLAND News.
Republican voters in South Dakota have a list of candidates to decide on today. That includes who will be the party's nominee for the U.S. representative race.
Tonight, KELOLAND's Dan Santella is following that race. He joins us live from downtown Sioux Falls.
Tom, Dusty Johnson started serving in Congress and the House of Representatives in Washington in 2019. He's seeking to stay in that position. He has one challenger, that's Taffy Howard, who began serving the South Dakota House of Representatives in Pierre in 2017. Now, whoever wins tonight between these two candidates will not face a Democratic opponent come the general election, which is 5 months from tomorrow, but they will have a challenger from the Libertarian Party. So we're about an hour and a half right now from the polls closing in eastern South Dakota. 2.5 hours later, they'll close in western South Dakota. We anticipate to start getting some results anytime after 8 o'clock. I'm here downtown with my colleague Kelly Volk as we cover Dusty Johnson and Kristi Noem seeking to be renominated for their current positions in Washington and Pierre. Reporting live in downtown Sioux Falls, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.